The core of Workscape's mission is to provide employees with the resources they need to make informed decisions about their employee benefits and HR programs. Workscape's state-of-the-art online applications are extremely effective, but let's face it, there are times in life when the questions are just too big and the answers too important. It's times like these, when dealing with major life events, that you just need to talk to a real person. Well, this is where the Workscape Call Center comes into play. Hello, I'm Maura Driscoll, and welcome to Boise, Idaho, and the home of the Workscape Call Center. It's here in this building that counselors work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to provide important answers to a wide variety of questions. And today, we will set out to discover just what makes this place so unique. Sandy, as the call center trainer, what do you emphasize to your counselors as a priority above all else?
The biggest thing I think that is important to emphasize is customer service.
Thank you for calling the Swift Benefits Enrollment Center. My name is Jeremy. How can I help you?
When we have somebody that calls in, that's the first thing that we need to do, is to treat them as a human being, to acknowledge their issue, and let them know that we care.
Well, congratulations to you, too.
And then from that point forward, the whole entire call experience becomes very customer-centric, and that person feels like they're being taken care of.
Benefits is a really important issue in people's lives. If they're not working well, it can have a very large emotional and sometimes even a financial impact on people's lives.
Take care of each and every employee as if it was yourself. I mean, that's the way I look at it. I believe that. Not only do we have the calls that come in, but we're also going to call you when it's fixed. No matter if corporate's getting involved, any third party, service managers, it doesn't matter where it goes. It begins and ends with us. Just let them know that we're here 24/7. So if questions come up for either one of you two, we'd be more than happy to help you.
Janine, I think many people find it frustrating when they call a business and they feel as if the person on the other end of the line is in a rush to get them off the phone.
We do not focus on how many calls the counselor takes per day. We focus on quality, making sure that we take the time and understand exactly what the caller is calling for. They're calling for our help, and we want to make sure that we're spending the time that is needed, however long it takes. We make sure that we focus on that and we resolve their issue the first time. The counselors do not get rated on how many calls per hour that they take. They don't feel the pressure. They want to help the callers. It's important life-changing events that they're calling for.
Sí, yo hablo español. ¿En qué le puedo ayudar hoy? I put myself in their position. I think about what would I want if I needed assistance with my benefits. Especially with healthcare, it's something that's a huge part in people's lives. What would I expect from somebody helping me? And that's what I do. I try to.
I think everyone in this center enjoys the service-oriented, to be able to help out, to reach out to other people and help them cross a tightrope, really, of the benefits world.
All right, yeah, I'd be happy to help you with that. Did you want to just process an enrollment with me today?
I think that all of our call counselors are very willing to help, and you can hear it in their tone.
We have counselors here 24 hours a day, and it's key to a lot of our clients who are open 24 hours, but even those that aren't open 24 hours, you find that the employee goes home, talks to the spouse, they need to call in and ask questions, and so we're here. Or they end up taking their child to the hospital in the middle of the night and they have questions about their benefits, so they call and we're able to help them through that difficult situation.
Now, one of the important features that the call counselors need to focus on is to learn the policies and the culture of the client they're serving on the phone. Talk a little bit about that.
Sure. So we do a lot of training with the counselors on the individual clients, and we also have the clients come out and do cultural training also, so that we really know the client's pulse of their employees. What are their hot topics, what are their concerns that they have, and what type of calls should we expect when they come in here. So the counselors are well prepared for their calls when they come in, and they don't get any calls that they're not trained on.
Is scripting that has been approved across the board by the company to address this.
We want to be a partner, and we're an extension of their HR base versus a vendor that's just here to answer some basic questions.
How does the culture of Boise, the type of people that live here, the community in general, contribute to the overall environment here at the call center?
The community is part of the folks' DNA here. And people start early, they work hard, they want to feel good about what they do, feel a sense of accomplishment, and I think our folks do that.
We have a great variety of choices for the counselors. We have a lot of call centers here in the area. We also have some great universities here in the area, so we can really get our pick of the best of the best.
We look for people who are in a customer service environment, whether it's retail or whether it's in another call center, or whether it's in a restaurant.
Thank you for calling the Benefits Center. This is Kelly. How may I help you today?
Part of what we probe in the discussions is what drives them. And we look for people who are driven by providing a good service to a customer, regardless of what they do.
Well, congratulations. I'll be certainly happy to get that information added for you. And what was the baby's date of birth?
I recently sat down with call center client Jeff Harrington, who is the Director of Benefits at Global Imaging Systems, to discuss his perspective on the Workscape call center.
When our employees wind up calling the call center, I guess the very first thing is you're talking to another person. And they feel more comfortable in talking to a human being, as comfortable, I think, as they do when they speak to their own HR manager if they call me at the headquarters. And I think that kind of differentiates the call center concept, which we're so used to in our retail lives, that is very impersonal. But this is not impersonal at all. I actually get calls telling me how great the call center is, how they were handled professionally, their questions were answered. So it's a very professional group of folks that do that service for us, and the employees just love it because they know they can go someplace now, ask a question, get an answer, and move on.
And while we're waiting on that, do you have any questions about the benefits I can answer for you?
We have a lot of quality metrics in place, and you can see them as we walk around. They also get them on their screens. Everything's electronic, and so we measure how well they're doing based on the information they give out. And we have a very rigorous quality program that is stricter and a lot different from many other quality programs. For example, just answering the phone correctly and answering the information correctly only gives them an 85% out of a scale of 100 versus other centers where if you answer the phone correctly and you give out the right information, you'll get 100%. So our employees have to go above and beyond, embrace the caller to receive that 100% rating.
Well, we're around 24 hours a day if you have any other questions. Did you have time to take a short survey about how today's call went?
So after each call, the counselors ask the callers to take a survey, and we currently have 37% that are responding and taking the survey and completing it, and that's very high. Most call centers it's 3 to 10%, and we have a 97% employee satisfaction rating from the callers that call in.
And you have a wonderful day. Thank you, John. Bye.
Well, I have certainly enjoyed my stay here in Boise. The people at the Workscape call center have really shown me a dedication to the work they do every day. Their passion has been inspiring, and it's easy to understand why so many different companies feel comfortable relying on the care and service of the counselors here. It's nice to know that no matter what time of day it is or what your question might be, there's always someone here ready to take your call. And as we all know, sometimes you just need to talk to a real person.